So welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to talk about a very interesting topic, and a topic that I feel like a lot of you people would actually know from the news and all of this. So today we're going to talk about deepfakes. Exactly what are they? What are the common uses? And why is it so popular? And why are we seeing it everywhere? Luca?
Well, deep fakes are a combo of deep learning and fake media, so synthetic media that does not exist in real life. And I think the first deep fakes landed in the mainstream scene about 4 or 5 years ago. I think 2015, 2016. They coincide with the invention of a new technology called GANs, Generative Adversarial Networks. This is a very powerful tool that enables machine learning engineers to create data from scratch. Generative machine learning is not something new. It is a concept that has been around for many years. What makes this different now is that with GANs we are able to essentially create photorealistic videos and images. So we can create images and videos of people that don't exist, and we can do it with an algorithm.
That's a bit crazy. It feels like really like hyped up and like a super bunny version of like photo editing.
It is.
All right.
It is.
Okay, so what are the common uses?
Well, look, it's funny because at the moment there are very few uses that comes to mind that are actually helpful. So let's put on the shelf the abuse. So all the scams, all the hoaxes, pornography, stuff like that are not interesting. I think the only use case that I know that I think it's interesting is in marketing, and the use case is about creating content at scale and creating content that resonates with the specific audience. So, for instance, if you are in the business of fashion retail, okay, and you want to create images and videos of your products, and you want to target different geographies or different groups of people, and you want to show how your outfits are look like on a small medium size with certain skin tones, with certain aesthetic feature of your clients. You can do that. So you can create videos on with very high level of parameterization that enables your clients to experience how your product would look like. So this is probably the only one that I remember, but certainly there are others that can come to mind. Actually, I have another one.
Okay.
And the other one is about videos, like creating talking heads that guide your customers through a digital journey, whatever that digital journey is. Could be a purchase, could be a training session. So these are, I mentioned two.
The first one I thought was quite interesting. So basically what you're saying is that if I were I don't know what's a big brand. If I were like H&M, right? And I were to open a branch in Tokyo and then I have one in Paris, right? Essentially I could make it so that the model, regardless of where I opened a branch, will look most stereotypically like the locals that I'm trying to serve. And they will look realistically. Is that what you're trying to say?
100%. Yes, you can
That's
really
crazy.
you can really fine tune these networks to generate hyper targeted content, which is good and bad, because as usual, the technology is not good or bad per se. Is the use that people do of that technology. For instance, with the GANs, you can also do things like face swaps and also imitate or reproduce speech. So you could
Yes.
create a fake Luca saying things that he has
Yes.
never said before.
Yeah, actually, I've seen videos of it. I think they did it to Obama and then to Trump. And then I actually, as I was like researching for this episode, I found some really interesting statistic. Interesting and maybe slightly disturbing as well. So there's an AI firm named Deep Trace. They were able to find 15,000 deepfake videos online in September of 2019. And that's literally like only 1 month. And then there was also a staggering like 96% were pornography and 99% were like basically they were mapping the faces of different women into different bodies. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy and disgusting, and it should be. I mean, this is a very powerful technology. It should be regulated as soon as possible
Mhm.
because abuses are so damaging. If you think about it,
Mhm.
that yes, this is really yeah, this is really dangerous.
Okay, which I guess leads me to my last question is who exactly is making deepfakes and how is it that so many of these misuse are coming about? Is it easy to do?
Well, it's easy to. I mean, yes, it's easy to do things like face swaps. Now there were apps to do that, so
Mm,
it's really not that difficult. It is more complicated to do it well. Okay,
mhm,
especially if you want to address commercially viable solutions. At the moment, who is doing that? To be honest, I don't know, but I imagine that it started with academics and engineers as usual. They invent new cool things and then they start playing with it. Then marketers, that's for sure. I know a couple of companies and startups working in this area for specifically for video generation.
mhm.
But yes, the sky is the limit here.
That's really interesting. I wonder if you know if governments are also looking into this, maybe using it for strategy.
Yeah, I don't know. I've no pointers in that direction at the moment, but let's see what happens.
All right, you guys have heard it here. We hope that this has been an informative episode on the trend of deepfakes, and that keep in touch and let know like what else is going to be happening in the future. All right, thank you, Luca.